So in previous videos, we have talked about how to add element at the beginning of a W-linked list. And now let's talk about how to add element at the end of the W-linked list. So I will have function add at the end, and I will receive a W-linked list node pointer, address of a node. Let's call it a new node. And now this method is going to look quite similar to the way we added element at the end of a single linked list. Okay, so if you want to add element at the end of the list, what you need to do is you need to get the address of the last node. Okay, but before that, let's check if our list is empty. So if we know that list is empty, so let's say we have operation is empty on our list is empty. If that happens to be true, then what we simply need to do is call our previous sum function add at the beginning, right? And we'll send the new node there, okay, because list is empty. So then we are done. Otherwise, what we should do, we should get the address of last node. Okay, so let's say L node represents get last node address, and we will get it here. Okay, so now because we are sure that the list is not empty, we know that this is not going to be null. So once we know which is the last node, things are quite simple, right? So we will say that this last node dot next should be equal to our new node, and our new node dot next should be set to null, and our new node dot previous should be set to our L node. Okay, and then we are done. Okay, so time complexity of this operation depends upon what is the time complexity of get last node address. Okay, rest everything is constant time. So if we are getting the last node address by traversing our W linked list, then the time complexity of this function is theta n, because you have to go through every element of the list. However, if we are maintaining our tail pointer which points us to the last node in the list, in that case our get last node address function will work in constant time. Okay, and then the add at the end of the list would be constant time operation. Okay, so let's assume that we are maintaining a tail pointer in our W linked list now. Okay, so let's go back to the specification of our W linked list where we defined everything in W linked list. Okay, so we had the head node, and now let's also add a tail node there. Okay, so indicating last. So in that case, we have to say that head is null as well as the tail is null. Okay, and when we add at the beginning, what we should do, we should check if the list is empty. Then apart from all these operations, we also have to set our tail equal to the new node. Okay, because first node is the last node. Okay, so that is what we have to do if the list is empty. If list is not empty, we don't have to play with the tail node. Okay, and then let's see what else we have to do. Now we are at the, after adding at the beginning, we are adding at the end, and let's say if we are maintaining our tail node, after doing all these things, we should set the tail node address. So just like we have get last node address, we should have set last node address. Okay, and we should send the address which is new node. Okay, so we should update it if we change it, and that's what is our add at the end operation on W linked list. Uh, so after this, we will try to delete the elements from the W linked list. But again, if you look, the logic for addition in W linked list, it's same as single linked list. The only difference is that we have to deal with few more pointers.